intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm going to find out where the Bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
But you, this pub never closes!
It's a knock to throw the red raids out for the half of the numbers.
Well, look who's back. Around?
Bristlebacks in the dawn.
Black showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out. Now Ulvund can't crank it to his advantage. He'll drag his feet on getting this place running again. But sooner or later, he'll have to blow that whistle.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the Bristlebacks came out of Ulvund's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I'll, see you around, Petra.
Until next time.
Oh, you want to play, Red? I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. We're gonna have us a fight, so put that machine in front of mine. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since it's standing on grassland terrain, this terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack powers since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. You can knock it backwards. That terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Now, it would have received an extra point of damage. Machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defense is useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, it's machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Just end your turn, okay? Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know. Don't be a stranger.
Shut up! I'm drunk, you! Whistle.
Welcome back, Savior. Here for some practice?
Oh, hi!
I'll tell you the honor.
Not again.
Better luck next time.
Tell Petty I say hi. Yeah! Ever wonder what is keeping the sun up there? Aren't you lady? Really thought I'll see you later!
I am most certainly so. Watch as I walk in a paradise shore.
Better luck next time.
Ignoring me again? Don't pull that face.
Never met a beer I didn't like. Or couldn't finish. Got this story Sister! Over here!
Yeah! Look at
Fire? Does the fire make you spit?
Sorry, friend. Can't win them all.
Salutations! One,
Next round's on me!
salutations, Mary. Who might you be?
Yeah, you!
We still have a lot to settle. A beer I didn't like, or couldn't finish.
Good luck next time.
Am I wrong? What's up?
How goes it, Hammerhead? Yeah, you!
Yeah!
Come on, anyone! Make my day!
Finally!
Got work to do.
It's the Nora Drake. Keep the noise down.
Sorry,
Some
friend.
of us are
Can't win them all.
Red as a Karja priest.
I know everyone
Anyone see where I put my drink? Anyone? Come on. There it is. Whoa!
I drink a drink, but I'm not exactly you know? Yeah! Fine day for poor Nice to see you too.
If I were a Silverman, I would salute you.
Must be someone around here worth talking to. Yeah! I kind of like those weapon suits, actually.
Better luck next time. Attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks. Attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
That's some damn good gear you got there, Red.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment.
Say hi to your sister for me.
Oh, I could use your insights later on.
That's it.
Oh, hi! There you are.
Move those feet.
Oh, hi!
What strikes your fancy? Practice or a challenge?
You're back? Well, that's just great.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done
Now
it again.
what?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah! Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barrenlight. I'll dry off. Eventually.
Oh, hi!
That's not her. Can't be. Hey, you look familiar.
Not again. Red as the part of the reef. Why is that? I'll give it a try, but you had to bring it up, huh? Say hi to your sister for me.
Do I have to say it every time? Every
Put us together
time.
yet again. Good to see you.
Thought you were working the stalls already. Took you long enough. Took you long enough.
I'm drunk?
Your health is my business.
High time you made up your mind. So let's hear it.
Hammer strike steel.
Throw me in with me.
Almost ready to go?
Tell me power and protection. What will you choose?
The savior?
Fortune favors the boldly forged. Fight well and return.
Do you speak ale, friend? I do.
You could fix this lucky hammer of mine.
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
Brother!
No. Yes, hi. What you looking at?
Gotta keep going, sorry.
You just gonna stand there?
Can't go to work with a broken hammer. Remedies for all who need them. Next time you're here, then. Nothing like a good deal, is there?
Refill my pouch with these later.
Good to see you. I still owe you a meal. Anything you like.
I'll come find you later.
Whatever you're having.
You could always get a room.
Nothing like the smell of sweat and stubbornness to get you going.
I've heard of your adventures.
Company to have.
My armor can help.
Bring ale. Excuse me.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed. Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
A flathead.
Don't know what's worse. Walking through a town full of drunks or having to look at them sober.
The tavern's brewmaster can't be too happy that whistle blew, that's for sure.
I know you see me.
Don't you have work to get to?
Boss has a hangover, so I got time.
You heard the whistle. Time to go.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Ulvin can't just ignore us like this, can he? We almost died because of it. Have you seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnold throw his crutch at him?
Well, let's hope that they let us stay in one piece this time. Overtime?
I keep telling you, bend your knee, little clump.
Hey, if I wanted to hear my mother talk...
We will. Don't worry.
As long as I'm not working for you.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Hey! What's important is everyone made it out. No thanks to Ulvin.
Have you talked to him yet?
We're on the waiting list.
Doesn't have the guts to face all of us at once.
We need to stick together, in case he decides to send his goons over.
You're all banged up as it is. I can deal with Ulvin. You don't need to stick around.
We know, you old hammer.
Just stay safe.
Does this mean you're buying us all drinks, then?
Not if I drink the tavern dry first.
I am never going into a mine again.
Like you're good at anything else.
One rock breaker is bad news. But in the
Douse your forge, Locuff. Can't hurt that bad.
You don't have bruises on your behind because someone dropped you on your way out of the mines.
Right. Well, hey, I just remembered. I don't care.
It would have really turned your clouds out the tunnel didn't.
bend your knees, you old clunk.
Hey, if I wanted to hear my mother talk...
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. Take this to a dyer later. There's the tower. I still got a ways to go to reach the top. Oh. Dyer can make use of this. Okay, almost there. Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later. I can almost see the entire valley up here. No wonder the Carja built this watchtower. Huh?